Salisbury, North Carolina is home to Partners in Learning, an accredited early childhood development center. It is one of only 11% of all centers nationwide, and the only one in Rowan County to be accredited by the National Association for the Education of Young Children.
In the 1990s, my mother, who was then a professor of early childhood and special education at Catawba College, paired up with Dr. Lynn Bolter, who was professor of psychology. They realized our community had a great need for such a place where all children, including those with special needs, could be cared for together, regardless of their financial means.
This project gives our community leaders an unparalleled opportunity to invest in this generation's workforce and to drastically impact the lives of their children, who are our next generation of leaders. Our goal is to expand our educational services while also providing life-changing clinical center that will be open to the children and families of Rowan County.
There was a growing need in their program to have a physical facility, a new school that they could move to and could increase their children that they help. Although we had other ideas for it, I thought, what a great donation this might be. Flat piece of land with trees and woods all around within the city. I said to Brenda, how about we look at donating the acreage to the school?
For such a worthy cause.
For such a worthy cause.
Exactly.
What I'm particularly excited about is our much-needed autism clinic. Currently, our Rowan families have nowhere to go. Can you imagine being the parents of a young child on the autistic spectrum with nowhere to turn for answers, having to balance work and childcare and not being able to find the help you need? And if you're persistent enough, you'll travel out of Rowan County only to find you've been put on their waiting list.
My family first became involved in Partners in Learning when my son was 2 years old and we realized that he had some delays. So we started searching for a facility that could accommodate his special needs and give him the support that he needs. I was looking in Cabarrus County and I could not find any facilities that would make accommodations, but I came across Partners in Learning as I was doing my research, and so it was just an answer to prayer.
Partners in Learning will provide therapies across the broad range of disabilities, including a new clinic for autism services, speech and language services, and occupational and physical therapies. The addition of an on-site psychologist will allow children to be assessed and placed in the correct area of eligibility in a timely manner and will enable service providers to begin services quickly within the walls of the facility.
My son Braylon, he has cyclomegalovírus, also known as CMV, and the virus attacked his brain and his nerve system, so it has affected his development. Him coming to Partners was the best decision I think I could have ever made for him. They really accommodate everything that he needs, and they go above and beyond to make sure that he has what he needs.
I think when Norma told us about Braylon and the struggles that he'd had prior to coming to Partners in Learning and the success he's had since being at Partners in Learning, that was very warming. That was very enlightening, and that sort of rekindled in me the need for us to be involved and to contribute.
This overwhelming demand often leads to parents leaving the workforce or families relocating beyond our city to where childcare is available. It affects our workforce, housing market, and business recruitment efforts. It touches all levels of our community, regardless of financial or parental status.
Having good quality and affordable childcare is imperative to keep women in the workforce in our community. Partners in Learning is one of the only available options in our community with a sliding pay scale for children.
Partners was so accommodating and so supportive. I knew when I brought him here, he was going to be loved. He was going to be taken care of. And it just made such a difference in our family's life. So we're forever grateful to Partners in Learning.
Currently, 1 in 10 children are exposed to a significant mental health issue or trauma in their family. Partners in Learning's family support specialists serve as an advocate and coach for many families during crisis.
Partners in Learning takes the burden off parents by providing in-house service providers to assist their children. The parents do not have to miss work for their children to receive services. Parental support groups will provide guidance and help them better understand the disability. The new center will be a collaborative space for educators, parents, and service providers.
Having services here at Partners made a world of difference. Just knowing he was getting everything here, we didn't have to worry about them coming in. We also didn't have to worry about transporting him after he had time here to go to therapies.
I want people to understand the importance of early childhood education. Additionally, I want them to understand the benefits of inclusion for children with and without disabilities. All children need the opportunity to develop friendship skills, peer models, positive self-image, and respect for others. Partners in Learning has received national accreditation through the National Association for the Education of the Young Child, the only center to receive this recognition in our surrounding counties. Its successes are recognized nationally and is a gem in our community. Partners in Learning needs community support to continue its mission.
For all of these reasons, the new facility will include additional classrooms and pre-planned areas for future expansion. We will be adding an additional infant classroom along with an additional 2-year-old classroom. We also have a designated school-age classroom that will be fully handicapped accessible.
So we intend to have different outdoor classrooms for each age group, and each one of those outdoor classrooms will have different design elements that will focus on that particular age group. So I think one of the really unique things about this new site is the fact that we have multiple acres of land that will be able to keep natural for the children to play. And Partners in Learning has made a commitment to make it available not just for their students, but for the community at large.
The land is only a very small factor in the overall picture. There is an increasing need for these children to be looked after, and the backlog of children that they have. We need to get these kids into the new school and to look,
services they need.
get the services they need, yes. There's a need to wave the flag and blow the horn and tell people in Salisbury what a fabulous job they do and what a fabulous technique they have.
They need support. They need special facilities. They need people to support them so they can be successful in life.
I have no idea what I would do without Partners.
A famous economist has published multiple articles proving that early childhood education is the best return on your investment for community philanthropy. Starting children off with a good basis of skills and understanding is imperative for the future success in our public school system and in the success of their future lives. Investments in the youth of today will lead to the pillars of the community of our future.
I learned an important lesson from my mother, and that is, when you recognize a need and have a just and righteous cause, you will not have to do it alone because people will step up and meet you there.
Please consider being our partner in learning with a contribution to our capital campaign.